Hi VC, it's Aaron with Almer. Today I'm entering a push to 300 subscribers contest for a CGC vinyl guy. His name is Christian. Really cool guy, likes a lot of hard rock, metal, all kinds of other music. Really cool. I really love his channel. And he's, I think, at 293 now, so he's getting really close to 300. Should be getting there soon. It's a really cool contest here. There are 3-word album titles. So nothing with the starting it out, or no live albums or compilations, just albums with 3-word titles. So I've got a few here, but first I'm going to do a couple shout outs. First I'm going to start with Ambi. Ambi's great. I've been following her for a while, and we talk back and forth, and she's got a great channel. She always gives these shout outs to everybody. Really nice lady, and everyone can go sub her up. And the next one's a brand new channel I just discovered. He commented on a couple of videos of mine. That's how I discovered him, and I clicked into it, and he had no subscribers, and then all of a sudden he came out with a channel introduction video. He's only up to 3 subscribers, and he's a young kid. Really cool to see the younger people getting into vinyl and music. He likes hard rock and metal and a lot of prog, stuff like that. I know he's a big fan of Pink Floyd and Yes. And he was commenting that it was cool to meet another Wasp fan, so he's into Wasp, a lot of bands like that. Really cool. His name is Andrew, and his channel is And Reviews, A-N-D Reviews. So he's just getting started, so if everyone could go over and, give him a sub, show him a little support. It's really cool having younger people getting into music that's good music. I really love that. So there we go. Now I'm going to start with my, I'm just doing this with one band. The 3-word titles with one band, and I'm on a kick of this band lately. I've been listening to them a lot, and I was like going through, and they have I think I got 6 records of them with 3-word titles, and they're all classics, and it's one of my favorite bands. The first one here, Fistful of Metal from Anthrax. Love Anthrax, and this album of course had Neil Turbin as the vocalist. It's the only album he sang on. It's a little more just straight thrash. Killer album. I love this album. Death Rider is a great song. Metal Thrashing Mad's one of my very favorites. The song Anthrax is a classic. It's got Soldiers of Metal and Howling Furies and Subjugator and Panic. The only thing I don't think is quite as good as their cover of I'm 18. It's good, but the rest of the album is just so much better. But this is a great record, Fistful of Metal. Love this. This is an original copy there. And next up, their second record. I mean, they were on a roll with these 3-word titles. So up next, Spreading the Disease. One of my top 3 Anthrax records. Absolutely love this album. Starting with AIR. It's got one of my very favorite Anthrax songs, which is Medusa. The guitar riff on that just blows me away every time I hear it, and I get energized instantly hearing that song. Madhouse, their first kind of hit because they had a video for it. It was on MTV. Really killer song. SSC Stand or Fall is amazing. And The Enemy. Wow. Armed and Dangerous. Gung Ho is a straight out thrasher. Man, I love this album. Aftershock. Every song's good. And this is an amazing record. Up next, they follow with their third. It's like all the Joey Belladonna records are 3-word titles. It's really cool. Among the Living. My favorite Anthrax, barely beating out Spreading the Disease. They're neck and neck, but these 2 are my favorite Anthrax records. I bought this on cassette when it first came out, and it just totally blew me away. I remember Caught in a Mosh, when they had the mosh part come on. I was like, oh yes, it just totally kicked me. I loved it. The song Among the Living, which is about the movie, the book, The Stand by Stephen King, which is really killer. Love the lyrics. I Am the Walking Dude, all that stuff. And then I Am the Law. I'd never heard anything like I Am the Law musically, which is a song about a comic book hero named Judge Dredd, who they made a movie about later. But at this point, I'd never heard of Judge Dredd, and basically got his whole story in that song. It's really cool. And Evil Nick Ufesson, NFL, love that one. Skeleton in the Closet. It was a song about another Stephen King novella called Apt Pupil, which is really cool. And then you got the great hit Indians. I love that song. Of course, it's great. One World, amazing. And then my favorite song on the album, which is ADI, Horror of It All. And it goes through different parts, the different verses. It kind of builds on each other. I love that song. And Imitation of Life, just an amazing record. And it blew me away when I first bought it, and I've loved Anthrax ever since, and that's what got me into them. And then up next, this beast of a record, State of Euphoria, who, this is just such a great record. I love State of Euphoria. A lot of, the band themselves said half the songs were complete and half were not quite completed. But to me, this is one of their best albums, maybe my third or fourth favorite Anthrax record. Absolutely love it. Starting with Be All End All, which was so cool. When I first heard that, I remember we bought this, me and my friends, I bought it, and we were all hanging out, and it comes on with that cello. We were like, this is weird. It's evil sounding cello to start out Be All End All. And that's still one of my very favorite Anthrax songs. I just love that song. And Out of Sight, Out of Mind, Make Me Laugh, which is a great song. Antisocial, the Trust cover, which is really cool. Who Cares Wins. And then he gets to Now It's Dark, which is about the movie Blue Velvet. Goes through that whole movie. That is a killer song. Love it. Misery Loves Company is about the Stephen King book Misery. He gets a lot of Stephen King in here. And, Finale. This is an amazing record. So, there we go. And then up next, we've got the follow-up to that. So all these original Joey Belladonna studio albums are all three-word titles. Persistence of Time. The Pot record. POT. So this is a great one, too. And this, man, has one of the best cover songs of all time. Probably the best cover they did, which is a Joe Jackson song called, where is it? Got the Time. Yeah, Got the Time. It's amazing. They do it so good. And Keep It in the Family. The lyrics of that are so amazing. I love In My World. Belly of the Beast is a killer song. One Man Stands. Love this album, too. Every one of these albums is solid all the way through. Not a weak track on them. Even the ones where I said the cover songs are usually the weakest tracks, they're even really good. And on that one, the cover song is amazing. And then their latest studio album, For All Kings, is the Joey Belladonna's back, and Worship Music, which is before this only had 2 words. Now they got back to the 3-word titles with For All Kings, which is cool. It's got You Gotta Believe, which is an amazing song. Monster at the End. Man, I love the Evil Twin, one of my very favorites. Blood Eagle Wings. Oh my God. Breathing Lightning. All of Them Thieves is my favorite on here. I love that song. The Battle That Chose Us. Zero Tolerance. Back to Anthraxing It Out. This is an amazing record. Love it. And there we go. There's my entry for you, Christian. I hope you get up to 300 soon and way past. Everyone, have a great day. I'll see you next time.